2,000 years ago, the region along Guangdong and Henan was China's political center. The first emperor of the Qin dynasty and Emperor Wu Di of the Han dynasty established their capitals here. So were Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty and Emperor Taizu of the Song dynasty. Due to the difficult travel conditions in the ancient era, China's east coast became a remote periphery to most people. Remoteness engendered mysteriousness. Ancient Chinese once imagined that fairies and immortals resided in the mountains along the east coast. Laoshan is a major mountain in the Shandong Peninsula of China. As the highest and most famous mountain along China's east coast, Laoshan has a summit that is 1,133 meters above the sea level. As a Chinese saying goes, the reputation of a mountain depends less on how high it is, but more on whether it hosts fairies and immortals or not. Located near the shore of the Yellow Sea, Laoshan has a typical oceanic climate. That is why it is renowned for its spectacular foggy clouds, which inspired the imaginations of ancient Chinese for the dwelling place of fairies and immortals. As a result, Laoshan earned its fame as the dwelling place of fairies and immortals, and a sacred and auspicious place. Generations of scholars and poets, as well as emperors, generals, and high-ranking officials of different dynasties, all worshipped Laoshan. According to the folklore, first emperor of the Qin dynasty once climbed up Laoshan to have a view of Penglai Island after he conquered the other 6 kingdoms and unified China. Xu Fu, a famous magician of the Qin dynasty, set sail from here to look for the secrets of eternal life. Emperor Wu Di of the Han dynasty also toured Laoshan to worship fairies and immortals. However, it was a novel that ultimately made Laoshan a household name. Written by Pu Songling, a novelist of the Qing dynasty, the Taoist master of Laoshan tells a marvelous story. An intellectual, dreaming of becoming an immortal, learned some supernatural abilities from a Taoist master at Laoshan. But he used these abilities to steal things, and finally got punished. Full of fantastic imagination, sarcasm, and strong educative overtones, this novel has been very popular among generations of people. As a result, the Taoist master became a special mark in the Chinese culture. All marvelous stories are based on certain kinds of imagination, but this can't deny the deep cultural heritages of Taoism that Laoshan enjoys. Laoshan was one of the birthplaces of Taoism in China. Since the Spring and Autumn period and the Warring States period, Taoist masters and witches have chosen Laoshan as the place for personal purification. During the Tang and Song dynasties, Taoism prospered at Laoshan, and Qiu Chuji, a famous Taoist master, once preached at Laoshan for 3 times, leaving behind far-reaching influences. During the Ming dynasty, Taoism was in its heyday at Laoshan, which hosted 9 monasteries, 8 temples, and 72 nunneries altogether. Laoshan is most famous for its mountain and sea sceneries. With its summit as the center, the mountain extends extensively in all directions. Its eastward and the southward extensions reach the sea, forming a very unique scenery. If you have a view of the mountain from the sea, you can see towering peaks shrouded by foggy clouds. In contrast, if you have a view of the sea from the mountain, you will see a vast expanse of misty and rolling water, as well as the blurred boundary between the sky and the sea. Yan Mo, an ancient Chinese geographer, once said, "The clouds of Taishan Mountain are no match to those of Laoshan." Laoshan is rich in spring water. The bottled water produced here is one of the best nationwide. The well-known Qingdao beer is also made from the spring water of Laoshan. Moreover, Laoshan produces some world-class moorstones. Both the monument to the people's heroes in Beijing and the monument of the Great Wall Station in Antarctica were built with moorstones from Laoshan. Spectacular natural sceneries and deep cultural heritages perfectly converge at Laoshan. Such an amazing combination also makes Laoshan a unique mountain in China. Today, Laoshan has become a tourist attraction with a nationwide reputation. The nearby Qingdao city is one of the most economically dynamic places across the country. The 2018 Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit is scheduled to take place in Qingdao. The urban amenities of Qingdao and the mountain and sea sceneries of Laoshan are set to attract renewed attention from the whole world.